full head of extensions the way I do it. It's a double density weft down low, a single plus density above that, and then a pack of strands. I have everything on this rack that I would use for a full head of extensions. This is a little darker, 12-inch wide weft, 18-inch hair. Same thing here, 12-inch wide weft, 18-inch long. So I'll put the darker hair on the bottom for the bottom weft, and I'll do it first. Then we'll do the lighter hair above that, and we'll use some strands to fill in the sides. Maybe you'd use them for highlights or lowlights. But what I've done here is I wanted to kind of show you where I'd put that first weft. Do you see where the ear is here? And so if I split it open, you can see what I've done is set 2 fingers on top the ear. This isn't going to work for everyone, but I set 2 fingers on top the ear here and 2 fingers on top the ear on this side, and it's just barely above my fingers. That works on most people, but obviously some people's hairlines start higher above the ear or lower. So you just want to make sure that you have enough hair that after you have picked up some of this hair to put in your beads, this is going to get used, and then the weft's going to be right there. Do you still have enough hair to hide the weft if they pull the hair up? You should not be pulling your hair up and extensions in. Do you still have enough hair to hide the weft if they pull the hair up? Now everybody asks that, but the truth is you should not be pulling your hair up within the first few days of putting extensions in. Let's take that darker weft and put it on the bottom. I'm going to spin around here and pick this darker one. But if you went straight around this 18-inch weft, let me just show you. Let's see if we can kind of figure it out. If I go straight around, it ends up coming too close to the front hairline. I could cut some off because this hair has no return hairs in this area here. It can be cut anywhere and it won't unravel. The beads are on the back side. Those white sticks and red loops will be gone after we pull the hair through the pocket and the bead. Squeeze the bead, the red loop, the white stick will be gone. What it's doing here is it pulls that front back, gets us further away from the crown or any splits or swirls or calyx or whatever you want to call in this area. So I can put a second weft in after that, but by tilting the back down, gets it away from there. Plus we have much more hair to deal with here, right? So we can get closer to the bottom hairline. But the trick with extensions before you even get started is to make sure your ends are kind of wispy or broken up or shattered or thin or texturized. So let's put that second weft in. Look, I put one weft in, and just for presentation I went ahead and flat ironed the hair over the top. Look how it blends in there because we have texturized and thinned the ends of this. Just want to kind of show you from the front what we're doing here and then show you where that other weft might be right here. And the goal was not to be a certain distance from the other weft necessarily, but look how much further it is here. And then it gets closer as we come over here on this side, like on the other side. The main goal was to get underneath where the crown or the split or where it opened up. So now I've got this second section parted off. It's a little bit lighter than the other weft, so it will blend a little better with the lighter hair up top. I'm trying to find the center. I can fold it in half like this.